Hey guys, Clumsy here. Is that working? Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry I missed some messages while things were loading up, just doing some last minute preps. How is everyone? Are you still here, Tom? Thanks for sharing that update. You got the vaccine today, you got the shot. Nice, awesome. Stay safe, catch you next time. Great news. Happy to hear about your mom as well. Hey Patrick, how are things? Were you in Jack's stream? Sorry, was a bit busy, couldn't drop by. Ernab, how are you? EK, welcome back. How are you guys doing? What have you guys been trucking with? I have been fiddling around with the Stream Deck. It arrived today, so I ordered an Elgato Stream Deck XL. Quite funky. Not sure yet what I'll be using it for, but we'll see. Hey Sonoma, how's it going? What have you been busy with these days? Let me load up ATS. See if this works. Maybe I should. 1 second. Are all my hotkeys working? So far, so good. Let's hope that keeps up. So in terms of mods today, well, we are driving with the updated JBX 1.7. I'm really loving this mod. Even if 1.40 comes, I'm not sure. I think I might like this still better based on what I've seen so far. But we'll see. Definitely work in progress from 1.40 stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But good to know that we have 1.7 now at least. Oh, I think there was an update. I'm not sure if I managed to download the latest one. Oh, that's okay. Still great looking nonetheless. Improved trains for ATS seems to have disappeared from the Steam Workshop. Unfortunately, I think he's not a fan of Steam Workshop anymore, so you probably can't get his mods from there. What we are driving with today, where we are starting off, is, as you can see here, the island map 0.1.2. So it has a couple of different areas in Hawaii, all from the big island, looks like. We'll start off from here. This is by DuckieBae, and he reached out to me telling me about this map. I was intrigued, so let's start by exploring this map, and then let's make our way back to the default area, and then maybe go back to some pro mod stuff. Bought a wheel but can't get it to work with ETS and ATS. Yeah, maybe we can troubleshoot that. What's happening? Why is it not working? Is it getting detected at all? Maybe we can start with that. Also, Cummins N14 has been updated by Zeemod. It's now in version 1.5. Even released some videos for this. Completely reworked exhaust sounds and pitch, so we'll hear how it sounds now, and you guys let me know if you like it or not. I haven't tested it myself, actually. I've only configured it and set it up for the stream. So let's see how that works. What wheel did you get, Sonoma? Hopefully the other apps are able to, or other games are able to detect it. The pedals work but can't get steering to be recognized. G923, that should be silky smooth. Huh, interesting. Snow Runner works. That is interesting. Well, let me show you my controls. Maybe that will give you a bit of an idea. Have you chosen it from here in the drop down? I think you can choose that. Keyboard plus something. And from there, I think So this is the one. The joy wheel axis is what I have for the steering axis. That's detecting the steering wheel. Accelerator has a bit of dead zone. I think I have to add a bit. It's like that. So it would detect that noisy pedal. I don't know. But hopefully you get it working. Right, so we're driving with the K100 again today after a long time. It's been a while. So we'll be starting in Pahala in Hawaii. Anyone been here in real life? So we're starting off in the southern west area. It's a fairly small map for now. So I expect within 30 minutes we should be able to cover this for the most part, get a good view of it. And then we'll go back to the US, well, to the main Americas, how would you call it, continent. And I think the ferry will be somewhere in Portland or in no, the ferry is somewhere in Washington, I believe. I think it's in Everett, if you trace this one. Anyway, we'll see it later. And it's not the best scaling in terms of like where it is in terms of in position with Australia, but at least they're loading together so far. But yeah, the place like Australia is nearer in this way. Bit weird. Hey Ninja Squirrel, how are you? Welcome back. Where have you been sneaking off to? And of course, it's raining. Actually, that's a perfect time to test this new macro that I set for the Stream Deck. Let's see if it works, guys, okay? So I'll press a button and it should type itself all on its own from start to finish. Let's see. So hands-free. Et voila. Oh, I forgot there should be like another key there to remove the console totally. Ah, there you go. That kind of works. I like that. Oh, look at this. Doesn't this look kind of NL now, in a way? Yeah, JBX is getting very nice. Right. Let's hear that again. Let me max out the audio sliders for now. We'll turn it down later again. I think with Zeemod, he recommends all these maxed out, all these 3 truck engine sounds, engine exhaust and turbo. Probably hard to hear me later, but at least we get to hear the engine. Very high quality. Yarbla, our things. Did you join Jack and Alex with the hunting? Actually, I'm not sure if Alex was there also. Just assumed. Oh my goodness. Got goosebumps there. No one else does it like Zeemod. I've been reading the Discord comments and I think there were some people who didn't like the new update so much. We'll see what we find for ourselves if we like it. Hey Alex, glad you managed to join, man. Sorry you couldn't drop by a while ago. Stream. How are things? How was the hunting session? Man, I missed the K100. Super classic feel in the interior. What I just missed from this K100 is it's not compatible yet with the, or at least I haven't seen one. Do you know if someone made a patch? It's not compatible yet with the cabin accessories DLC for ATS. So we don't have that funky phone GPS, which is something I really like personally. Would have wanted to go with that. If you guys know of someone who made some definition file adjustments to make it compatible, you let me know, okay? I'm I'm liking the bass so far though. So, as we drive along, I'd like you guys to help me out, brainstorm a bit about the possible uses of the Stream Deck. I've been spending a lot of time with it yesterday, fiddling around with what it can do. There are some limitations versus Touch Portal, the app that I've been using for my phone. So in a way, Touch Portal is a bit more powerful in terms of what it can do in some ways. But I mean, I love the feel of having actual physical buttons in here. Can you hear that? I'm not sure if that's coming through. But actual physical buttons helps a lot. Right. Will it make coffee? Oh, that's a good idea. It should. I should make a macro for that. Setting up the wheel on its own, setting up the yoke on its own. Oh yes, that sounds good. Have you checked out the island map before, Alex? We're there now. DuckieBae sent me an email. I think he's the same guy behind Project East. I think formerly known as. When I tried out his mod, it was what, Idaho, Wyoming, or something like that. I like the rumbling of the engine so far. 20 tons of yogurt. Hey, super. You use her wife's Stream Deck for ATS and it works great. Too bad she wants it back soon. Oh yeah, give me ideas. For anyone who uses Stream Deck or Touch Portal or any similar device, what do you use it for? And if you're using it for ATS, what buttons do you have assigned? Ooh, that's loud. Lots of things happening at the same time here. Try the island map previous version. Yeah, I'm actually not familiar what it comes with. I'm not familiar which version is part of which area is part of the new update. Oh, there we go, the signature Jake brake. Yeah, DuckieBae. Bridge shot coming up, looks like. I forgot to update JBX. I saw he released an update for 1.7. Still the same version, but I think there were some fixes. Not sure how significant those fixes are though, but I forgot to update them. Let's take a photo here. Man, that feels heavy. Can barely accelerate. You have the... that button still works great. For the music. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll play around, truck around, and I'll try and pinpoint if I notice some inadequacies when it comes to mapping buttons or mapping keys, and think if I can put some of those in the Stream Deck. Hey Bear, they call you Bear. Welcome to the stream. Family friendly stream thing. At least we try as much as possible. Might not be ear friendly though with how loud the engine is. I think I'll have to get it back to middle, guys, otherwise we won't hear each other. Let's put it back in the middle like so. Won't be as boomy, but at least it will be a bit more balanced. I think I like it better though, comparing with the previous version. Have you guys tried it for yourself? What's your opinion on it? Do you like the older version better or this one, Cummins N14? Normal buttons, emergency brake, wipers, windows. Ah, yeah. Sounds good. I should make a separate page. How do you do it in Stream Deck? Do you create a separate profile? Or do you have like a folder for truck sim and then it goes to that page? I'm still quite confused of the difference between profile and page and when you use each one. The map is looking good. I like the variety of roads. Very bendy, very up and downy. I have no idea how the real place looks though, but it feels like the US as well. I mean, it is the US, I guess. But I was expecting a different like geography. But I guess that's wrong expectation. So this is looking good so far. Anyone been to Hawaii in real life? Yar Jack! N14 old one. Oh, you like the old one better. Why? What's missing now with the new version? He's making it more refined. Yes, this is from a mod. JBX Graphics is the mod I'm using. Yeah. Makes things a lot better in my opinion. Speeding? 55. That's interesting. That's strange. 55, right? 55, 55. 56. Hey Deso. Hawaii map. Yeah, looking very nice. There's that early warning for the speed limit change. Volcano. Is this the real place? This is how it really is named? I guess it's near the volcano. Should we expect to see it somewhere in the horizon? Hawaii has a lot of volcanoes, right? But I'm not sure if that's in the big island. Love the engine sound it had before it was updated for the turbo slider. Haven't tried the new one yet. Yeah, this one he said he remade it, or the exhaust or something, but it should be vastly different from the old one. I seem to like this one, but then again maybe I just don't remember how it was before. Yeah, I can't find any complaints here personally, but you guys let me know. Old one sounds more like DD60. Like that. Makes sense, fair enough. How was the hunting session, guys? Sorry I couldn't drop by. I'm liking the roads and the signs. Feels very US-like. Can jump volcanoes in the truck. Hey, Squatch Raider. Hey, first we have to find the volcano first. Keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Glad you found the stream. How did you find the stream, by the way, Bear? Would be interesting how people find streams these days in Twitch, because it doesn't seem like I don't know. I haven't had much chance to watch myself or watch others in Twitch. I guess I should do that more often, huh? There we go. It was on recommended. Oh, nice. Thank you, Twitch, for recommending me. The last time I checked Twitch, it was balancing that a bit more. Like before, when you chose a game, it would show you like in descending order the people who were streaming, so you would see like the stream with the most number of viewers and then going down, descending, so you would get exposed to the famous ones first. The last time I checked, it was different already. They kind of shuffled it around, so it was more like a shuffle, so you get a chance to explore smaller streamers as well, which is nice. Very nice. Fair play in a way. Not sure if it's still like that. I think I checked that a couple of weeks back. I'm liking these engine sounds. And on the K100, not bad at all. That actually looks quite nice. Take a photo there. Found streams on YouTube. Hey, Larger Life. Welcome back, man. Glad you guys found me. Should I say we found each other? Oh my goodness, so cheesy. Make it stop. That looks beautiful. Look at that sky. I have a time lapse coming out later where I drive around with the JBX 1.40. Perfect. So if you want to have a look at the different skyboxes, the different looks of JBX at different times of the day, different regions, that time lapse might be helpful for you. But yeah, I think even with 1.40, JBX will be able to find a way. It will find a market still, I think. But it's great to see the evolution of JBX coming from a full Instagram filter mode graphics mod to something that is becoming a lot more and more natural with each passing major update. Like, look at this one. Doesn't look bad at all, right? Doesn't look like Instagram filter anymore. At least in my eyes. Of course, your eyes may vary. Yeah, I'm missing a wheel. G27. A wheel is great. It's great for immersion. It's the first thing I saved up for. Well, the second. Well, first, I guess. First thing I saved up for when I got into truck sim. Well, actually, I think Mrs. Clumsy bought it for me. Do you guys still remember the story? I think Mrs. Clumsy bought it for me for my birthday or something like that. Hey, Larger. Oh my goodness, I have a story about that. I was so frustrated yesterday. If you guys see the Flight Sim channel in Discord, and if you're not in Discord yet, !Discord gets you there. No right turn on red from middle. Oh, interesting. You guys see that junction? That was quite an interesting junction. So that junction, there were 3 lanes. The 2 lanes, you can actually go right. But they said, the sign said, the middle lane, you actually can't turn right on red. Normally, you can't turn right on red, right? But that sign in particular said, even though the middle lane can turn right, you cannot turn right if it's red. Nice. First time I've seen that kind of signage. And there was a plane landing there on final. Do I have to turn right here? No, actually I go straight, so GPS was actually wrong here. I should have stayed to the left. Unless I read it wrong. Mrs. Clumsy bought it for me after I used the controller. Thanks for remembering. Thanks, Blah. Wow, someone beat Alex to it. Should we celebrate that? I think that deserves an applause of its own. Oh, maybe I should plug in the sound alerts here in Stream Deck, huh? Woo! Fancy. That can work. Oh, there you go. Thank you. You questioned the age of marriage really is. Why do I look young? Oh, thank you. I'm going to take it like that. Nice Walmart here. In Hawaii, do you guys think they have the same shops as in the rest of the US? Like all the same brands? How does Amazon deliver to the US? Is it included in like Amazon Prime? Because I think there is a definition for like the states that are nearby versus the states that are far away. I think I've seen that before, but I forget the terminology they use. Interstates or 48 states or something. You guys let me know. I'm sure you guys know better than I do. Waffle House? Alex's favorite? Based on the comment. Wait a minute, let me get back to chat and stop blabbering. Never trust the GPS. Hey, Heroic. That's good advice right there. Yes, the story larger, I'll tell it. I'll just catch up to chat. Because it was quite a frustrating day yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of a challenge for me in many aspects. But hopefully, today is a new day, so hopefully much better. 3.5k points. Someone was spending all his points. Didn't save up enough. Are we crossing already? Oh, that's quick. Does that mean I should change the stream title? We didn't get to explore everything, but from what I've seen so far, very promising map. I wish it was larger, but that will happen in time if we continue supporting Ducky. Hilo to Tacoma is the port. 1,700 bucks. Guys, bring out your wallet. We need to fund this. Oh my goodness. Mainland. There you go, mainland. Is that the right term? Continental US. How are you doing today, Ernab? You're very early today. Thanks for joining, being one of the early birds. Bye. He did send me that link, but I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh, this is just a toll. This is not the ferry yet. So you pay 25 to enter, and then you pay an additional 1.8. Please use lane 16. Oh, that's a nice twist. Now we only have to find lane 16. Do we count from 1, 2, 3? There's a number, thankfully. Okay, good. Good to hear, Nap. 16 is this one. Okay, so I'm assuming the ferry port, the ferry point is there on lane 16. Or at least that's the one where we can pass through. I like the variety, the density of vehicles in here though. Very nice. Really makes it feel like a port. People waiting. Well, let's go anyway. Did we just cut the line or something? Cut the queue? Hey Ark, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. How have you been? What is your opinion on the update to the Cummins N14 sounds? That's the one. 48 hours from Hawaii to Washington. Washington State, that is. 48 hours, 1750. Bite the bullet. Been fine, great to hear. Now where are we starting this off from? Hey Yogi! Welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So yes, the CJ4 story. I was super excited when they released 0.10, but the stars were not aligning in my case. So I literally spent the entire morning, spent like, I don't know, 5 hours trying different times to make it work. It's not the fault of the CJ4 mod itself. It's working fine for the most part. It's just that I'm unlucky or my skills are not sufficient. But a lot of mishaps have been happening. The sim also crashed because I'm hard-headed and tried AI traffic again. So my flight crashed in the middle and I had to turn AI off, and then it worked. And then as I was trying out the missed approaches, this is something new from the CJ4 mod, but I couldn't make it work properly. There were too many manual steps to do in rapid succession, and it was so confusing. And then finally the landing that I did was so bad think it had something to do with aerodynamics. The flight model, the revised flight model of the plane feels a bit off. But yeah, as you mentioned, larger, thankfully they patched that now, so at least that part should be fixed, I think. So I'll try it again. Maybe tomorrow I'll be luckier. But my goodness, I was so frustrated yesterday spending 5 hours for nothing. And I guess it's not for nothing, it's a learning experience. It's just that it didn't amount to a video. Thankfully, I had the time-lapse ready to edit, so there will still be a video coming out later. Otherwise, there would be no video later because of that failed attempt or failed attempts. Those failed attempts. I mentioned I wanted to go to Canada, but we're actually going the wrong way here. Oh. Bot. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Alex. Hey, Bad. How are you doing? Little Nav Map put an update. Yeah. I think with Little Nav Map it works. The problem is I also have other apps which use SimConnect, like Navigraph and Skypark, I assume. And those apps I don't think are fixed. I'm not sure because I'm getting AI CTD still. So when I only have Little Nav Map it works, but with the other apps it still doesn't. So I think I still have to wait for it. I even tried out a new mod that supposedly fixes those AI crashes. But yeah, it's still not foolproof. I think it improved a bit, but yeah, there are still crashes when I have AI traffic on. It's a bit frustrating. Actually, not a bit. Coast to Coast and Kinda Dream. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those maps. I would rather keep the smaller map for now until they get more fleshed out. I'm more of the quality over quantity kind of mindset. Although I understand how others would like the Coast to Coast and Kinda Dream because the scale it gives you, how you can literally go across the US. That feels really great. Random CTDs when LNM was opened when the sim started. Yeah, I'm going to wait for that fix. Hopefully by next week that's included with the world update in the UK. This looks great. We'll take a photo here. That one. Coast to Coast and Kinda Dream are not in the Steam Workshop. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? And I remembered I should actually change the title of the stream. But before I do that, let me actually save the game because sometimes the game crashes when I alt-tab. I think it's one of those full screen bugs. So one sec, huh? What can I do? I can probably press this button. That should open something. Is the sim still open? I hope so. Let's change the title of the stream. One sec, guys, huh? Let's say Cummins N14. 1.5. Zeemod. I have a question for you guys. What really is his name? Is it Z? Is it Zeemod? Or is it Zeemods? Because if you look in the Steam Workshop, there are many different variants. So I'm quite confused what to call him now. That should work. Cruise control is still set. Though I assume I will lose my gear later, it will reset to neutral because I alt-tabbed. Love the paint job of your classic K100-E. Do you guys remember who made this? Was this G-Sport who made this skin? It's in the mods list, but I can't remember who did it. Thank you. Yes, I love using it. You can even customize the colors, I think. Use mouse steering. Yeah, the steering wheel is not necessary, but it adds a lot of immersion. So if you have some extra funds, that will be great, but it's not required. LNM multi and AI planes on approach causing the crashes. That I think is a fair assessment. ATS abomination in ATS. Sorry, didn't quite get that. Okay, I'm in neutral now. Yes, I am. Is that good? There we go. It's Zeemods on Facebook. I know, right? I think it's Zeemods now. Should we just call him Z maybe? Because it's Zeemods. So many variants. How are you doing, Scotsman? Enjoying your gigantic Wombat map? Wombat inspired map with a full screen, full size map screen. That's a train for you. By the way, Alex, do you have the improved trains mod again? I saw that he pulled out his mod from the Steam Workshop, and I'm too lazy to download it manually. I think he was having problems with it even before. He was frustrated with it, so I wasn't surprised when he finally pulled out his mod. It was causing stutters for you. Ah, I see. It was doing well for me for the most part, but since he removed it from the Steam Workshop, I just got lazy to download manually, to find it manually. I remember I made a time-lapse video where I actually put in that scene where I was sitting on the level crossing for a couple of minutes waiting for a train to pass. And as I was waiting for that train to pass, a second train passed by, so double on both directions, from both directions. And it took even longer. But that's the way it is. That's quite realistic. So I have no complaints there. Oh my goodness, I know this. I remember this angle. And of course, we'll take a photo there. The Iberia video. Yes, the new lighting is looking really good. Although I heard there are still some improvement areas based on the feedback from the Discord from some of the more discerning guys, more critical guys. So what do you think about the lighting? I liked it. I didn't get to watch the full video though, so I didn't see how it looked when the sun finally rose properly. It's more like a reddish sunrisey tint. Somehow that doesn't look as good as I imagined, but okay, I'll take it anyway. The lighting in ETS changed with yesterday's update. The AA looked way better too. Ooh, maybe they're sneaking in stuff. Maybe they're sneaking in stuff bit by bit, or they accidentally published it. Should check it out. I'm still using NPI. But with 4K, is there still a room for improvement on the AA on your end, Alex? With the before the update? There were still jagged edges even with 4K. Very powerful engine here. A4 been? Ah, it's great to hear, man. Glad you caught us live. How are you? What time is it there on your end? Thanks. Glad you are enjoying the FS 2020 vids. Hope to do more of them. I was just telling this a story about my attempt to record something yesterday for FS 2020. My failed attempt. Yeah, this content creation business is not as easy as it looks sometimes. There are lots of frustrations behind the scenes. I love these bridge shots. It's like crisscrossing bridges, crossing the highway and stuff. Absolutely loving it. Are we still in Washington? I think so. Beautiful. Hey Sheng, how's it been? How's your NASA computer treating you? 3090, the max everything. When Sheng built a PC, he just put all the sliders to the right, add to cart. You earned it, man. How are you doing? Sorry guys, one more photo. You know I can't resist a proper bridge shot. Amsterdam. New retro keyboard. Oh, the one where you shared the screenshot with the round keys. Yeah, pretty cool. Enjoy. We'll be waiting for some pics. It's beautiful. RGB RAM. Can't you turn it off? Oh, RGB. Alex would love that. At least you get more FPS, right? With RGB on. Yeah, exactly. What Jack said. If you don't like the RGB, Alex will gladly take them for his new build. The more colors, the better. Roy G. Piv. Oh, look at that. It's not bad at all. Goodness. This is getting more and more like natural looks. And I mean that in the best way possible. There we go, there's Oregon. Disney Plus Star first wave of titles has been announced. What are you looking forward to? Which series are you looking forward to? That's a good topic. What are you guys watching these days? Any new series? Oh, there should be a new episode of Expanse this week, right? Haven't watched it yet. Every episode has been a cliffhanger. Still mysterious. Sorry, not by intention. Might be the pink name. Track customization. Yes, you can look around the track IR. It's a bit finicky though, isn't it? Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's useful in a way. Yikes. Oh, I remember this place. Yeah, I think this is the area I first explored when I had the first look in Oregon. This is with those short passenger trains, if I remember correctly. That's the one. Or was it a tram? Should be a train. Train tram. You don't have a badge, so your name gets missed. Yeah, you need a badge, man. Wink, wink. Hey, goodness, super. I was just kidding. Thanks, and welcome back to the Cool Kids Club. Blah. Thanks a lot, Super. My goodness, GG. Appreciate that. What a nice gesture. There we go. That guy passed finally. I think I should have entered there. Is that an airport? Interesting. There's an airport right beside us. Thanks, Super. Living true to your name. The first part. Let's focus on the first part. Now, I hope they don't ask me to reverse this. Otherwise, I'll just leave it here in the middle of the parking lot. Let them fend off. Okay, good. Should be a straight in, kinda-ish, although it is still a bit tricky. Have to position this right. And I have a bad feeling about this. Take it slow. Out. That doesn't look very nice, my goodness. Don't make me regret it. Oh, that will work. Yeah, that will work. There you go. Phew. Might get a repeat of the Conan-like rage quit if they ask me to reverse this. Oh, imagine backing list load. Exactly. My thoughts exactly. We tried that once. Did not go well for the stream. Alright, Larger, have a good one. Wish me luck that I make one properly. I get lucky with it. Have a nice weekend. Catch you soon. Hey Panda, loving the screenshots. Thanks for your continuous sharing. Where are you driving today? And where are we driving today? So we can start off in Portland. Chevron, can we make our way north to Canada? It's been a while. And of course, there will be no job that takes us there. What a shocking surprise. How about that one? Fancy taking some Kenworth trucks back to Tacoma? I can work with that. That would be interesting. Nice screenshot. We can take that and then we can find something that goes up north. Go back the same way. Not the best setup, but we'll make it work. Ban. Boat. Did you guys see the boat footage? Who was asking for it? I think it was Lucy. Asking about what's the deal with the Mexican boat. And so I managed to find the video in YouTube. I shared it in Discord a couple of days back. And I was looking through snippets of the footage, and it was painful. Backing that boat. I was trying to remember why that boat was so hard to back. Oh wow, 84 miles. 1 second. Will we have enough time? K100-E, yes. 5 hours, 43 minutes. Okay, no problem. Hey, Juke. No news, no news. We're all waiting for it. Hi. Welcome back, man. Mexican boat paired with Mexican horn. Ban that guy. Remove his sword and ban him. I was trying to remember why that Mexican boat was such a nightmare. And when I saw the footage, it all came back to me. It's a boat, so fine, but it actually had a dolly. So you had to reverse a boat through a lake in a very narrow passage, reverse it with a dolly, with 1 or 2 dollies, I can't remember. I didn't want to look so hard at it. No wonder it was so hard to do. Best combo. Still on probation, yeah, I think. Forever probation because of that. Dolly and no steerable axles. Oh my goodness, the horror. You were using what truck were we driving with that? Volvo VNL, I think. Not sure if it was from SCS or from Aradeth back in the day. Is Aradeth's Volvo still operational? I haven't driven that in so long. Not sure if it eventually died down because there's an SCS version already. Let me see if I missed any messages. I think we are good-ish. 1 second. Saw it live, you couldn't watch it again. Yes, I get the feeling. So what buttons can we assign to the Stream Deck? I'm still not sure. I tried in the beginning of the stream. I tried it out because it was raining when I loaded in. So that still works. That actually works more automated now. I just push a button, wait for a few seconds, and it types in the whole thing for me. Set weather 0. Opens the console, types in the command, enters it, and then hides the console ideally. Very fuss-free. It's nice. I'm still thinking of the possible applications of the Stream Deck. Other ways I can be more lazy about it. So if you guys have ideas, let's hear them. Mexican horn has spoken, Rohan. Yeah, indeed. Any class today, Rohan? Hope things are going better. What time is it anyway? 1 second. You should have a panel here. 6:05. This one feels a bit dark, doesn't it? Although outside it's okay, so I guess it's more about the lighting. So I guess that's fine. All classes are all in the morning. Are there some classes in the evening? Feels a bit weird. Being in school, having classes in the evening. I think we had those in the university, but not many. Back in the day. Back in my school days. Yeah, I remember a couple of subjects where the classes were in the evening. Not many. Just one for 3 hours. Goodness. Why did they need to punish you like that? Goodness. So, more Red Dead? What have you been playing recently, guys? I haven't played Red Dead 2 in a while. Itchy Legs 101. Oh, he doesn't need a class in those. He would be the professor. Trucking. Back to ATS 2, right? Are you using NL? Combines 2 classes in 1 day. Ripping off the band-aid, getting it over with. And L, of course. Good thing you still have the files. I'm waiting for JPX for ATS too. That will look pretty nice. So yeah, what's your take on the 1.40 video, guys, that came out featuring a bit of Iberia? I heard mixed reactions. How about you personally? Did you like it? Did you find something missing? Was there something lacking? It looked great. I think I have to watch it better. Oh, by the way, let me give a shout out to AP101. You guys remember him? He was an avid viewer a couple of years back, I think. He was very active here. But since then, looks like he started his channel and it's doing very well. I watch his videos. It's very informative. So go and check him out. AP101 in YouTube. He has like, his videos are short, like 2 to 7 minutes. And it's all about ATS news. He like summarizes the streams, does like the, how do you say, he does like the, what's the term, the term, like when you're guessing what's going to happen or what's going to be released. Yeah, the rumors. He shares the rumors, he shares the official things that SCS announces. So if you don't have time to watch the entire stream but want to get the summary, the videos he posts are very nice for watching, very short and to the point. He also has like real life comparisons, like some of the screenshots that were released from Iberia. He would look through Google Street View and compare that with the real thing to see how it looks in real life. Very nice to get more context on what's being developed, how the new areas are. You've been replaying Metro Exodus. With ray tracing. Fancy. Are you able to lock it at 60? How's the performance with ray tracing on? Okay, the job should be here. It's a bit dark though, but I guess we can sleep right after we get it. Yeah, that would be a great game to follow up. But Red Dead first. What color do you guys like? Well, I like the white or the purplish one. Let's take that one. No, let's take the white one. That seems to work best with our color scheme. Will be the worst vaccine delivery guy in real life. Have been delivered late. Theories, predictions. There you go. Thanks, Juke. Yeah. So, feel free to check out his channel, AP101. Let's support a guy who was a member of the community before. Doing really good now. There you go. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for the link. And let him know if you drop by, let him know. Clumsy sends his regards. Or something like that. If he still remembers us, that is. So we take this job. Actually, I can sleep first before I even take it, I think. 10 hours though. Crap, that sucks. Only 10 hours delivery. It looks like we'll have to drive at night. Well, at least we'll get to see how JPX looks at night. I think in terms of night sky, it's not the best still. JPX still has that large moon, but I'll show it to you later. We'll see it later. Would be a good excuse for night driving though, to check out JPX. Locked at 60, up the graphics to highest and scaling times 3. Goodness. What a beast. That 3070 is really powerful, huh? Yeah, I think bang for the buck, 3070 is the best out there. 3070 or 3060 Ti, one of those. Was there a 3060 that got released already? I couldn't keep count. Oh, Swift. The company that I belong to. I feel like we have the same values. Or should I call it vices? Traffic mod? No, I'm not using any. How's that traffic mod from Greenlight? You seem to be liking it, although I think there were bugs in some areas. Some more refining, but looking great for the most part. That might be one that could be fixed by the traffic mod. That super quick traffic light. If there is a 3060, you can't find one. Well, you can't find any of those anyway. Yeah. Here goes Rohan again. By the time you check that site, that will be out of stock. How do you find these things, Rohan? If you were in the market for a GPU, you'd have one by now. Very skilled at finding. It's ridiculous. Didn't they say that the 20 series is back in stock again? Just to help out with the supply issues, I think. Very strange. But yeah. I wonder what the bottleneck is. Like which part they don't have in the 30 series, but they have in the 20 series. Because the 3070 and lower cards don't have GDDR6X, right? It's only the 3080 and 3090 that has it. So it's not that, supposedly. Left turn. Thank you. Oh crap. Oh, that's close. Okay, good. Yeah, the 2060 Super. Out with the PS6, the 4000 series. I think people will be happy enough with the 30 series. They just have to stock it up. 3060 Ti has DDR6X. Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that. I see. Strange, huh? Strange decision. How much VRAM does it have, this 3060 Ti? So it has better memory than even 3070 in that regard. Because 3070 only has 6, right? Not 6X. Strange. Huh? Yeah, I don't get that either. Maybe the rationale is with the 6X you won't need as much memory because the bandwidth is higher, so things are passing through faster. I don't know. That doesn't seem like that makes sense. Maybe someone switched the numbers accidentally. There we go. Nighttime in JBX, properly dark. High beams. At least you can't buy them. At least in that regard, they're consistent, right? Even if the RAM capacities are all over the place, at least it's a constant. Can't buy them anywhere. Either one. Any one. That's a 2070 Super? A 1650 Super. Yeah, I wonder if it's the same in other countries. Because in the US, there's definitely a lot of demand. But like my brother, he was able to get a 3070 in the Philippines. So I wonder if other countries are getting the same shortages. Maybe the supplies are lower in other countries, but demand is lower as well in a way. Interesting. $75. I'm confused with the 1650 Super, the 1660. Where do they stack up against the, what is that, Pascal cards, the 1070, 1080, 1080 Ti? Are they better than a 1070? Well, I'm not so sure if I'm still that guy. Asus hasn't reached out to me in a while. So those new monitors, they did not really follow up on that. So until now, I'm still using the monitors on loan. I'm not even sure if they're planning to take them back. But I'm not inclined to remind them. So I'm happy enough using these. Why follow up, right? Thank you, Asus. But yeah. The Asus ladies are very nice to deal with. $3070 are getting made and shipped out quickest from what you've seen. Yeah, the 3070 is a great card, my goodness. I think it still is the best bang for buck out there. And in terms of availability, that's even another plus. I guess in terms of bang for buck, 3080 might be the one actually, but it's a bit overkill for 1080 at 60 gaming. So overall, I think 3070 will be the most practical. Looks good. Mexico got the Russian vaccines. Oh, did they? How are the Russian vaccines in terms of effectiveness? I think the Pfizer ones, was it Moderna? Were at 95, something like that. There is a Chinese vaccine, I think Sinovac or something like that. I think it was at 50. I'm not sure if these numbers are accurate though. But yeah, there's a big controversy in the Philippines about that right now. Which vaccine to get and why that's the one they got. So there are like questions on was there corruption involved, things like that, but yeah, it's messy. I can imagine some other countries have similar problems. It's a very tricky thing. If people in power will not have morals, it can be easy to get something out of it. Not sure if you need to upgrade so soon. Yeah, I've been seeing 100 plus FPS on your end. Not sure if you would feel it that much. You'd feel it on your wallet for sure. I'm not sure if you'll feel it a lot on your FPS. Is it this one? 25, yeah, this one. Yeah. I think that's a good move, Rowan. Save up for the next thing. You're doing great anyway. 1650 and 1660 Super fits in between 1060 and 1070. Ah, I see. I guess that makes sense, huh? If you remove the 16, just leave the 50 and 60 in there. It's like one generation higher, half a generation higher. So it's a bit like 60 and 70. Makes sense. Thanks, Panda. Resell the 2070 Super and make money in a year. True. First graphics card. $75 card sounds nice. There was one other guy who had a 2070 Super in our group. I think it was Swappy. Might be, yeah. The graveyard. Yeah, I like the 75 card. Brings back a lot of memories, a lot of screenshots. Port of Tacoma. Oh, I remember this entrance. Quite tricky one. Swappy, yeah. Oh crap, how do I make this turn though? Is that possible? Might have screwed this up. S4, 1660 S6. That kind of makes sense. The higher end has higher RAM. At least not like the 3060 and 3060 Ti. Hey Unor. How are you? Oh, we made it. Made that turn. Nice. Shame I wasn't able to take a photo with these skinnies. Is this straight in? Hopefully. Did I actually get myself stuck at the last moment? Sure looks like it. Now we're free. Hey Tom, there we go. Welcome back. Negative, great to hear. How did the vaccine feel? Are you getting any side effects? Hopefully not. There are 2 shots there, right? When's your next shot? Great to hear you got it already. Glad the US is rolling out the vaccines. Here in Singapore, they started rolling it out, but they're prioritizing the elderly and the frontliners, which makes a lot of sense. No side effects, great to hear. Doing good, Onur. Yeah, thanks for checking. I'm actually on leave today. I have some errands to run later. I'm leave from my full-time job. But yeah, today we can finish the stream in normal time. Don't have to end early. Right, so let's get some sleep and then let's go north. Back to Canada. I like that map that you showed. Oh, that's something I haven't set yet. Set time. Yeah. Let's program that a bit. I want to show off a bit. 1 second. Let me see if I can share with you. Let's start the music. Can I do something like this? 24-hour stream incoming. You got the wheel working. Congrats. How did you manage? 1 second, guys, huh? Let's make it like that. Can I do it like this? Okay, so that's Stream Deck. And then what I think I can do is I can do that. So you can see like each hotkey represents like each key. G underscore SET underscore W. So you press one key at a time. So we can have like a set time here. 1 second. Let me add a thing here. Hotkey. Oh, I have that. Why didn't that work? Interesting. We'll have to check that later. Anyway, paste that here. Say this is time to 6 or 7 or 6. Time 6 a.m. Might be too small to see though. Not sure if you can see that. Can I make it larger? Yeah, there you go. Time 6 a.m. Let's make it larger. That works. There you go. Works better. G underscore set underscore set time, was it? So we put in that one. T. 1 sec guys, I'll get back to chat in a bit. I hope I'm sharing things correctly. Set time. And then space. And then let's say 6 a.m. So I have a hotkey to set the time to 6 in one press. Let's see if that works. Okay. Okay, going back. Operator error. Good. That's the good kind of problem, the one that you can easily solve. Congrats, Sonoma. Full screen map mod not available for ATS. Oh, that's a pity. Right, let's see if this works. We press it. Right. Oi, why didn't it work? 1 sec. That's a fail. There we go. It works. Except for the thing. The console key at the end doesn't work. Alright, so let's see. Tacoma, anything that goes... There's something that goes back to Hawaii. But I think where I want... There we go, finally. Something that gets us there. 9 hours. Hope. There's somewhere that goes farther. Nah. Okay, we can work with that. Hope, I think, could work. 9 minutes though, Texaco. A frac tank. It's a very interesting looking trailer. You can set the time, but it moves the deadline as well. Or it doesn't move the deadline. So, yeah, as Alex explained, if you're late, you're still late. Texaco is this one. I hope it's the same Texaco I'm looking for. Yeah, you can't reverse time. I wish it was. Oh, fancy colors. Let's take the blue one. It's good. Yeah, that full screen mod that Scotsman shared in Discord, that looks interesting actually. I'm a bit wary about possible side effects and mod conflicts, but the idea is great. With the large map, you need the entire screen. Let me see if I missed a message. No, I think we're good. Nice. So So yeah, still looking for ways to use the Stream Deck. I think I'll set a separate page for Truck Sim, something like that, so I can put in more keys. Don't have to remember everything. Every hotkey. Very useful stuff. And did you guys know, maybe some of us were alive back then already. We're using PCs already during that time, but I was looking in YouTube. I found a video from, I forgot his name. I think his name is Nutty. He makes great looking videos, very useful and informative. I watched a video where he showed like tips and tricks with the Stream Deck, and I learned from there that apparently the very old keyboards, did you know, had 24 function keys. Like before, right now we only have F1 to F12, right? But back then they had F13 to F24 as well. So 2 rows of function keys. And the good thing is those F13 to F24 you can map in Stream Deck as additional keys. So you're sure no other app is using them, and you can assign them as a hotkey. So you can use those dedicated keys for further mapping. Extra keys. Very nice. Very interesting and very, very nice trivia, and very useful as well. Old remark. I wasn't pointing at anyone. Maybe just someone will get hit, but not by intention-ish. No, but really, did anyone ever see a keyboard like that before? Because in the video, he shared some screenshots. Like, wow, keyboard with 2 rows of function keys. The first time I worked with a computer back in the 386 days, there was only 1 row of function keys back then already. Not saying someone sounds guilty. So that's not a no. Oh, look at the sky starting to come out. Very nice. Very easy on the eyes. You would like to be able to zoom in on the jobs map. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, with the larger map, it's so hard to see now. Exactly. It was built with the default map in mind. I hope you can also change the zoom with parameters. With BG map mod in job market screen, it becomes so tiny to see the route. Yeah. If you don't have the background map mod, is it better? Maybe I have to test that. Maybe that's something Bengan can work with. Not sure if he'll watch the stream up to this point, but if so, I'm sure he'll comment, if ever. You remember when keyboards were in pencil? Hey Freddy! How are you, man? Thanks for joining, welcome back. You had that with your 286 with the turbo button. Oh, I remember the turbo button. Yeah, I was alive already by then. Back when PCs had turbo buttons. And you're like, why would I never want to have turbo on? I actually didn't get the idea behind that. Why would you have instances where you don't want the turbo to be on? Maybe you want it to be on energy saving or something like that. But yeah. For us, that would be just like always on kind of thing. Monkey King. That was Lion King. Very nice subtle sky. What's a pencil? What's a diskette? Or maybe some would even ask, what's a disk? Oh my goodness. Do your PC still have DVD-ROM drives? CD-ROM drives? I don't think anyone has a CD-ROM drive anymore. Just a DVD-ROM, DVD-RW. What's that plus one? Was that a badunts for Jack there? That looks good. Hey, Blazing, welcome back. Nice to catch you again. What have you been busy with? My ears are getting used to the screaming dog sound. The, what do you call it? Wastage thingy? I forgot the term you guys use. The one where you, when you let go of the gas. That one. Oil sound alert. Oh, oh, ooh, ooh. My ears. When we went through the overpass, my goodness. It hurts. You have a DVD rewriter but it's not connected. You're out of SATA connection. Mine is still connected. And we were actually able to use it the other day. Thanks to Mrs. Clumsy. So Mrs. Clumsy's been buying BTS merchandise. And some of those come with discs. In addition to the other goodies. And so we found a use after years of having this PC. We found a use for this drive. I didn't think I'd ever use it again. 40 only here? Oh yeah, the dynamic speed limit in Washington. Wastegate. There you go, thank you. Close enough, right? Not much. Downloaded NeoFly. Oh, nice. How is it? I was curious about it because who was it? I forgot the name of the guy. Someone reached out to me. I think he was planning on making his own economy, or if he might still be planning, but he was doing some kind of like market sensing first. Very professional. And he made a survey of like what you like about the different economy mods, and based on that survey he shared it with me. So sorry, forgot your name, but thanks for sharing it with me. But yeah, it based on the scores, people seem to like NeoFly best based on the participants in that survey. So I was quite intrigued, but I didn't get a chance to try it because I looked at the interface. It kind of put me off because of all the grids. It was not very UI friendly, and by that time Skypark already came out. So even though I think in terms of score, in terms of functionality, in terms of what it can do, it's great, I kind of had reservations because by then Skypark already came out and I was so in love with the UI, with the looks. But yeah, what can you do with NeoFly? Maybe you can tell me more about that. I love this view. And did you guys see there's actually a viewpoint here in Washington already? You can see the skyline of Seattle. It will show you. Maybe we can drop by 1 second. I can show you that one. I accidentally found it. I think it's this one in Everett. Let's see. Yeah, let's reroute there. I can show you. Is it this one? Maybe this one as well. Let's try that too. Why not? Go viewpoint hunting. We're not in a rush. Yeah, doing good. Doing good, Blazing. Glad you managed to join again. Drive is excellent at holding drinks. I can imagine, yeah. It's even foldable, right? You push it, it folds itself. A new usage of the DVD drive. You really like it so far. One day of experience. Hey, Sonoma! 13 months! All on the streak, my goodness. Speaking of consistency, GG man. GG. Thank you. Appreciate that. Where do we exit? Over here. One sec. You can run it on your laptop, have it connect over the network. You have to switch away from the main game on your PC. How does it work? Do you like level up and start from a small plane and then you buy bigger planes? Like career mode, like ATS for flight sim? Yeah, I've heard very good things about it. But my impression on it, without having been able to try it yet, it was more intended for bush flights. Not sure if that's accurate though. You do missions to earn money and increase your rank, and it's free as well, right? It might be a very promising software, although I guess with all the softwares I have already, maybe I should focus on them first. It's intriguing though, because yeah, the score it got. Man, I love pressing those physical buttons. Trailer kinda looks filthy. Not the most, not the cleanest looking trailer, but quite real looking for a change. Not as perfect, not pristine. Side panel! Who needs a side panel when you have 32 buttons? No, but I don't have the fancy throttle from the side panel. Oh, yeah, it's tempting, still tempting. Incoming ban. Ooh. Is this made into Boeing, I guess? With one of the company mods that we have, the one originally from P16? Yeah, it's Boeing. Speaking of Boeing, the 737 MAX is in operation now again, I think, right? In the US, it has been certified. In Europe, I think it's also been certified, so it's getting back. That's great. Hopefully, this time they've really not cut any corners and really gone through all the tests and validations. What is that? Oh, that's a hammer. You did no bush flight so far. Ah, okay. Did an emergency call where you had to drop some firefighters near a certain location. Ah, you had to land on a field. Then you did a tourist mission, had to circle around the landmark while they took a photo. Ah. Hey, that's interesting. One of three options rather. Oh, I almost missed the viewpoint. Also saves your location, so the pilot basically moves realistically from one place to another. That sounds like a perfect career mode, huh? Interesting. That can be a future series as well. How's the UI? Weren't you put off by the UI? The idea sounds great though. That's something the other softwares don't have. They very creative missions. I remember when I was testing something for X-Plane. What was the name of the software? Yeah, I tried it here on stream at one point. Where you can do like paraglide. You can take some people for skydiving. So you're the pilot. So you go high up and then you drop them off. Very interesting missions. There we go. The Boeing factory. Sure thing, Panda. Hey, it's done already. Not yet done. 1 second. Still filling up my mug. Second. In-flight movies are short, I know, right? Tequila! That's the one. These viewpoints are nice. They give you a good reason to stretch a bit, take a mini break, and the sights are beautiful as well. Win-win. How do we do this? We go around. Just make a U-turn at the Boeing factory, why not? Let's take a tour. I guess I can actually go around through here. Shouldn't be a problem. As long as there's no invisible wall, that is. Like a pro. I just accidentally didn't hit the cone. Food. Go for it. Sinigang. Wow, extra spicy. It's been so long since I've had sinigang. Have a good one, Freddy. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Share with us some pics of the sinigang if you manage. There's a food channel in Discord waiting. Darwin receiving. That one hasn't been updated to Boeing. Oh, even the planes have been changed. Nice. The Boeing markings have been updated as well. Cool. A racing game, is it? On Twitch? It's a race against time. That's true. You're always racing against something. How true is that? I remember what Alex said a while ago. I really hope that AA is part of the package with 1.40 or maybe even earlier if we're lucky. Vancouver, British Columbia. There actually is a sign going there. Nice. And now we can literally go there because of Promods. Yeah, that would be great. If I could get rid of NPI tweaks, that will be very helpful. Because NPI tweaks are great, but they are still a tweak. And they're very dependent on NVIDIA stuff. Every update you have to reapply them. Every update they can break. So they're a workaround at best. They're a workaround with great results, but still a workaround. Yep, Logitech G27. There you go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Have you finally managed to find a traffic mod that you like, Alex? I think it's a very hard thing to do. Every traffic mod has its own quirks. getting more and more tempted with trying out the DB creation for ATS though. I mean, 1.5 euros, that shouldn't be that expensive. So how it works, I think DB creation has a traffic mod for ETS2 and it's free, and it's in the Steam Workshop. I think that serves as their kind of like free trial, because you try it out, you like it, and then you want more, you want something similar for ATS, you start looking, and you find that the one they have for ATS is actually payware. I think it has less features as well compared to the ETS2 version. But yeah, it's only 150 euro, 1.5. So pretty cheap, but technically still payware. I know, right? The website is not the most intuitive. They really make you work for it. Yeah, same with me. I'm also not sure yet if I like it even for ETS2. But if I ever get to that point that I really like it, I might buy the ATS one. But I'll probably wait for 1.40 because it seems like it's close. At least open beta, I hope, is close. Do you guys get that feeling as well? Or are we just hopeful? It feels like it will be coming in the next few weeks. The experimental beta, maybe. 2022. Oh my goodness. What a ray of sunshine. Better be not long after the event ends. The event ends on Feb 7 if I remember correctly. So that should be pretty close. That's next week, right? So maybe 2 weeks after. One can hope. I mean, I think there were some instances that they even started experimental beta even with an event on. And it shouldn't be a big deal because the public beta, the beta works on a different server anyway. Is this the one I'm looking for? It doesn't look like the one, but let's try it. Looks cool anyway. Oh yeah, it's a different one. Everett Swing Bridge. Nice. This wasn't the one I was planning on checking, but I like it. Of course, it's a bridge. Nice, I'll take a photo there later. Swing Bridge, huh? It swivels, I imagine. Oh, there's a boat coming. Maybe we can get to see it. Very nice. Oh, that was quick. I guess I got used to the viewpoints from... What map was that we were trying out with the super long viewpoints? I think it was Pasmod. No, not Pasmod. Pomizania. I always get confused with Pasmod and Pomizania. Oh, there we go. Swing Bridge in action, looks like. Iberia DLC 2023. Please no. I don't think we can survive that long. There it is. I think it's actually easier to see from here. Let's have a look from outside. Where's the boat? Some music in here. I love those buttons. I really like the buttons. And I like how they have like screens in them, so they're animated. You can change how they look. Very smart. Reminds me of Transport Fever. It's been a while since I played that game. I actually tried creating a series out of that, but I'm not sure. I decided against it at the last moment because I don't think I can survive. Like, my interest in it might wane after a couple of episodes. I don't think I can do it long term. But it would be nice to try it again with 1 point maybe. Side panel plugins. Plugs in. No need for fancy. Parmesan. Parmesan? Lasagna made of parmesan? Parmesania? Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, Pomizania is a map mod for ETS 2. It's loosely based on Poland, but it's a fictional map that has like a Polish vibe. It's a fairly new map, but it's one of the best ones we've seen so far. Very nicely done. And remember, the viewpoints there are very long, if that is indeed the one I'm remembering. Okay, it's almost done. Polish pasta. You would call that pierogi. Pierogi is dumplings, I think. Yeah, oh, I want those. Pierogis with different fillings inside. I think it's a classic Polish dish. We've had a lot of those when we were there. All the different kinds. They're like savory ones, sweet ones for dessert. If you are interested, you can search it. Pierogi it's like spells as pie, P-I-E, and then rogi, R-O-G-I. Bridge shot. Can't get any more bridgy than this. Is that a term? We'll make it a term. And of course, we'll apply a bit of flare. Remove the blur. Perfect. It's the thumbnail right there. You can nearly afford the sound. Almost there. You can blame your 20k paper plane. You lost 20k points because of that. What's a pavlova? Greek afters. Oh, pavlova. What kind is it? We have a Greek resto we order from time to time. Maybe they have it. Oftentimes we'd order the, what do you call it, the gyros, but without the bread, so just the meat. Oh, tastes so good. The moussaka as well, like lasagna but different. Closest description I can give. Looks a bit weird, huh? How those mountains come up. It might be, I don't know if that's the thing that JBX tried to fix. But when the mountains pop up from a distance, they kind of spawn in from the middle and then they spread out like that. Kind of looks weird. I almost missed my turn. Man, this looks good. This is what I was saying. JBX. You wouldn't have attributed JBX to this kind of look before. JBX was all about the flashy, very artistic, filterish look. This one just looks real. At least in my eyes. Not sure about you guys. That one. Very easy on the eyes. Beautiful look. Alright, Jack, thanks. Anochi. I've heard of that, but I'm not sure if I've eaten it. What is that again? I know a mochi with an M. Meringue-based dessert named after the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova. Has a crisp crust and soft, light inside, usually topped with fruit and whipped cream. That sounds yummy. And that's Greek, but based on a Russian ballerina, named after a Russian ballerina. Interesting. Maybe she performed in Greece or something. Nice. Okay, I'll have a look. Maybe they have it. It's potato pasta with sauce and cheese. The gnocchi, I think that one I have had. What dish is that? I mean, what cuisine is that? Is that Italian? Italian. My goodness. I want some Italian food, some pizza. That might wake Rohan again. Italian. I see. You had it in Greece. That's why it's Greek. That makes sense. Speed reduction coming up. I actually caught the right revs there. Downshifting. Nice. Floating gears. How's your steering wheel, by the way, Alex? Is it working properly now? No more how would you call that, incidents? I was thinking if it was time for you to migrate to your Thrustmaster. Shifter, it's dying. Replace it already. I hope. If ever my steering wheel breaks, I'm actually not sure what I'll replace it with. I'm sure I'll buy a new one, but I'm not sure if I will still buy Logitech or a Thrustmaster, because I think from SCS they're officially partnered with Thrustmaster, right? And from what I've heard from Jack, the force feedback on the Thrustmaster is better. So not really sure. Either way, I think the SKRS should fit anyway, so I think I can make that work. A DD wheel. If only he could, he would, I'm sure. There you go. Confirmed. True force. Don't be like that. Sonoma bought a True Force. Nah, I think it's a good wheel. It's just very pricey. But yeah, I'll have to review like the force feedback, but hopefully I won't need to. So trusty G27, hang in there. So far it's been good. Hope I don't jinx it. Just thanks. Yeah. A little bit of a side note, bit of a different topic. Going back to the Stream Deck, when I was buying this, so I bought this from Amazon, and I was actually impressed. Literally next day shipping. So that's good. But I was surprised that it was actually tagged as Corsair. And I didn't know that Corsair bought Elgato already. At least the streaming elements, the streaming software. Didn't know. I thought it was its own thing. Welcome back, Scotsman. Where were you trucking? But yeah, so when I was looking through Amazon, it was labeled as Corsair Stream Deck. I was thinking, like, initially I was like, I don't want to buy a fake one, because everyone else was referring to it as Elgato. Apparently it's a thing, and when I googled it out, I think it was back in what, 2018 when Corsair bought Elgato, or the stream deck and the streaming elements from it. Interesting stuff. But I think it's a rig. It feels original. I hope I didn't get the fake thing, but time will tell. Ooh, I love that echo. Very boomy. Doing other things like training. Cool, man. Oh, sorry, sign. My bad. Oh, crap. Do we have kilometers per hour here? I'll just stick to miles per hour, because it's the kph on this truck is super small. Can hardly see it. Welcome back to Canada, guys. It's been a while. It actually feels quite weird driving here without snow. Taking notes of your damage, please no. Might need to call on Blah soon. He should be nearby anyway. Call Blah for emergency services. We should have a sign like that. No. Okay. Canadian roads are a bit different. Something is also weird with the textures in the distance. They're kind of flickering. Might be a JBX side effect. There is a note though. JBX had a note saying to stay away from map TLCs or map mods for now until it gets fully supported. So we might encounter some graphics glitches at the minimum. In worst case, the game might crash. But that might be the flickering we're seeing right there. Looks scary, but my goodness, this view is beautiful. Let's take a photo here. What's a camber? I feel like I should know it. I probably forgot. Oh yeah, there you go. Add a little bit of a rotation. Remove the blur and voila. You have a beautiful scene in front of you. Nice. A leaning road. Ah, okay. For the layman. Terminologies for the layman. Very leany. That's a technical term I'm familiar with. (100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles. Okay, I can stick with 60. Man, it's beautiful here. And with Promod stuff, you know that you can rely on the signage. Don't have to slow down if it doesn't say anything. I hope we won't miss any signs though. We'll see. Slow it down. Cam loops. 2 choices. Everything is open. Love the signage. Beautiful. I remember this, yeah. I think I went through here the first time I checked out Promods Canada. Very nice. 43. Super elevation. Tipi-tipi. You guys can be engineers. That's how these things should be named. Oh, we're here already. Oh, that was super quick. What's an H? Is that H for hospital? Or is that like German? Okay, that's a bus stop. Or is that H for hope? Maybe. University of the Fraser Valley. Textures are not bad though. Aside from the flickering, they look very nice to me. I'm actually not sure anymore how the default textures look, if they're any different, but my goodness, I love the look of that. You guys notice any difference? Beautiful. Hosenpfeffer. Is that what the German one stands for? The Hustop? I thought it was for Hustop. Halten stoppen, I think. Where are we going? Ice cream, anyone? Double ice cream truck? Looks suspicious. Isn't that the truck where the van where the bad guys mostly stay in? Hasenpfeffer is a German stew made from marinated rabbit or hare, cut into stewing meat-sized pieces and braised with onions, and the marinade made from wine and vinegar. Ah, based on the ingredients, I can kind of imagine how it should taste like, and it kind of reminds me of a Filipino dish. Maybe a bit adobo, although we don't really use vinegar. We do, I think. Soy sauce and vinegar. Yeah, maybe it's a bit similar. Why does this thing not want to turn? There we go. So any news in the trucking community? Any new mods being developed? Any new trucks, any new maps? Any news on that MP3? I'm really looking forward to that MP3. The one that Muhammad is working on. I think I want that to be our first truck for our ETS2 Season 2. An MP3 sounds perfect for a starter truck. This thing doesn't want to turn. My goodness, that single axle. Very rigid. Australia map got a nice update. Oh, I missed that. They increased the size of the map. It's very hard keeping track of all of this, huh? All these mods. But exciting as well. It's the beautiful thing about the modding community. I feel like that's wrong. Quite a bit bigger. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have the old one active right now. It looks a bit weird when placed in addition with Hawaii. Like the location looks very wrong. How I imagine it, and I think I've seen it in the map, if you're coming from the US, coming from the West Coast, shouldn't you reach Hawaii first, way before you reach Australia? If you're westbound. That looks good. Thankfully, this drop-off point isn't one of those sadistic points from Promods. They have a couple of those here. Oi, oi, oi. Why is that guy tipping? Do we have some camber in here as well? Camber, that's a term that's used in what? In trains? In railroads? Seems familiar. Hawaii is due west of Cali, about halfway between US and Japan. Oh, right, okay. Good, alright. At least my memory doesn't fail me. At least that point. You guys know if Amazon reaches those islands in Hawaii? I wonder how that works. Guess it would be a different thing, huh? Well, it could be they also have like warehouses in there. Prime submarine. That could work. That looks pretty interesting. 39 tons limestone. Is that the trailer from... what's his name? Is that the heavy one trailer that goes back to Everett though? I want to go deeper into Canada here. The best we can do is that one, Kelowna. That might take us through the... what do you call this thing? The Smasher. Highway 5. And with this truck, that might be a bit scary. So if we go to Kelowna... okay, actually Kelowna is here, so maybe we can go through this way instead. Yeah, we can take that. Although I think that is the one with the hard parking. Maybe, anyway, we'll see. Let's take that. Road roller. At least it's not heavy. I think it's here actually. Might be that one at the back. Yeah, that one. That should be it. High-speed tracks usually have camber, but it's used for anything. Tilted for a reason. Ah, I see. So that helps with the turning, I guess, right? So you don't have to turn your wheels. Is it similar to like how the motorcycles with the racing, with the bike racing, they oftentimes like tilt, right? Instead of turning the wheels, they tilt so they don't lose a lot of speed or something to that effect. What's the difference? These guys. Oh, the axle. 3 axles here, 2 there. Let's get the bigger one. Why not? Maybe that will be a... it didn't really change. Did you guys get to watch that video from... what was it? I think, yeah, it was Jay who shared it. That video from Krona. Why the 3 axles are spaced very weird. One axle is way in front. Well, not way in front, just a smidge in front of the other 2. Very interesting stuff. It's like how to go around the legal system. 101. I wonder if in the US there's a similar thing. Because in there, what they explained, for those who weren't able to watch it, so let's say you have 3 axles on the trailer. Oh, that's a fit. So imagine it this way. This trailer has 3 axles at the back, right? Imagine the distance between each axle, and if you look closely, the one nearest to the truck is a bit farther than the one at the back, so the spacing isn't the same. And they were explaining it was because of a regulatory thing. It's not really anything that comes with like functionally, like weight balancing and stuff. It has more to do with regulations. because apparently, so in Europe or in Germany specifically, each axle can carry 9 tons. So you would think 9 tons each axle, 3 axles, so that should be 27. But for some reason, there's a special rule that says if you have 3 axles, then instead of 9 tons each, it can only be 8 tons each. So instead of being able to carry 27, you can only carry 24. And for sure, the companies don't like that. So what they did is they looked at that definition. How do you define a 3-axle setup? So the 3-axle setup is defined by a certain distance between each of the axles. So they said, okay, so if we make this axle here a little bit farther like that, then this wouldn't be a 3-axle setup anymore. It will be a 2-axle here and a 1-axle here. So what they did was they kind of just spaced out that front axle by like 10 centimeters farther, really going around the rules. And with that kind of workaround, they can technically justify that it's not a 3-axle setup, it's a 2+1 axle setup. So they can carry 27 tons with it. So something like that. Very funny, but very real. It's amazing how these things work. How you have to go around the system like that. But it works. It's legal, perfectly legal. And I guess, I don't know. It's funny. But it's good to know. Nice trivia. These are the very interesting things that we learn about in the trucking world. You have those funky axle setups here as well. Okay. So that's not only in Europe. Interesting. Maybe this one we can see something. It's too far to tell, but it seems same distance. But yeah, it's very hard to distinguish. It's very hard to tell apart the distances because they are very close together, like only a couple of centimeters apart. So if we pick that one, that will be 236 miles. If we pick that one, that will be 230. Which one do you guys want? This one will be very steep. This one will be very bendy. So either way, it would be challenging. I guess you can go through here if no one has a strong preference. Yeah, I think I'll take that. That's a good choice. Going for the undiscovered route. Let's go through. I don't want to go through that one though. That looks like a forest road. Yeah, we can go with that. Thank you. Nice. I think when SCS streamed last time for I think they featured the COVID vaccine event, the Hauling Hope event. I think they already showed a bit of they were already driving with the new weather or something like that, didn't they? Or was that only a small part? I didn't get to watch the stream. But yeah, that's what I like about AP101's vids. Perfect for me. Only have a few minutes to spare for the news. Maybe I can catch up there. So I think this is the right route. Yes, okay, good. We're good. 60. Yeah, I don't want to go through the smasher with this setup. This truck will really struggle, I think. Although I guess it depends on what engine I have, but we like those bendy bits anyway. good so far. I haven't really noticed a graphical glitch aside from that flickering mountain a while ago. So far so good. Silky smooth as well. Over here we have to check the truck plaque, usually behind the driver's seat area, to find out how much each axle can take. Is it not always 9 tons? Oh, you mean because of those, like, if it's 3 axles, it's 8 tons each in those special rules. Interesting. I wonder how they come up with these rules. That would be an interesting thing to study as well, or just for trivia. Do they just look like a randomized number? Like, I think I would feel it like 9 tons. Go. I hope it's something more scientific, but that would be funny if that was how it was in real life. Something that came about because it's the legislator's favorite number or something like that. I love the signage here in Promods Canada. I have full confidence with the signage. I can just relax driving and make sure to read the signs and I should be good. No second guessing yourself. When I was driving the time lapse that will be coming out later, I drove from Medford in Oregon to Colorado Springs. And it was a bit tricky in some areas because I had to go through Nevada and even Oregon in some areas. Some areas were unsigned, at least the bends were not signed, so you really had to like gauge for yourself and slow down just to be on the safe side. So you lose a bit of speed, you lose a bit of time, second guessing yourself. One sec guys, I just noticed something. Did the stream feel a bit more, how do you say? Did it feel a bit more skippy? We might have been not performing to the best of our system's ability here because I had preview on. Let's try that. See if that's better. That should be a bit smoother, I think. I am looking forward to that, Alex. I saw his update a couple of days back. Did he post something new today? The last update was very promising, so many new options. I hope the tint is part of it though. Do you also get that gray tint with the 900? I think that's the only truck I have it in. It's a bit weird. Not sure if he did that intentionally. Even with rigid class 2, spacing of the axles change. Usually 7 to 8 tons each. Also have to know TOW. What is TOW? Top of weight. Too much aviation, I think. Dry weight. And another, you can't remember what it's called. Their previous Facebook update. Yes. I was trying to look if there was something that was referring to the windshield. I didn't see anything, but I hope it's part of it. If it's a fix or an option at least to have a non-tinted windshield, that will help a lot. Like this truck, for example, if you lower the windows. Oh, that's something I can map. Instead of reaching towards my keyboard, I can map these keys now. Windows down and up. Yeah, I need that. I need that extra page for truck sim. Brake check, okay. So if I lower it, yeah, here the tint is not very apparent. There is something, but it's minimal. In the W900 it's more apparent. Helps with NL. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it helps a lot. Maybe John Ruta is driving with NL also. Yeah, because from my limited experience in the how to make that tint off the windshield, it's in Blender. So that windshield has I don't know the technical term, that shape, that vertex, it has a tint, it has a color, and you can't make it white because that's the, if you remember that problem with truck mods where the everything is super bright, like it's brighter inside than outside. It's when the windshield was made white color, something like that. It has to be a specific shade of gray. In one theory, why it's grayer than others is it might be that the shading on that vertex was made to be a darker kind of gray than the usual one. That could be one option. I think there's also another way, like twiddling with the vertex, the material files or something, but I'm not familiar with that. What I encountered before was that Blender problem with the shade of the windshield. 50 Shades of Grey. That got auto-modded. Yeah, one of those 50 Shades of Grey, Blazing said. There you go. Thanks, Alex. Friend request on Flight Sim. Nice. Cool. I'll check it when I next start Flight Sim. Sure thing. How did your landing go, by the way? That last flight where you were being flown by your co-pilot. I also drove the Freightliner Cascadia again after a while, which meant I had to deviate from the Zeemod. Oh, we still haven't decided there. Let's go back to that topic in a bit. So I had to deviate from Zeemod sounds, use Krishboom sounds, but they're not bad. I mean, I have no complaints. Actually, Krishboom is like a constant, like a staple, you could say. You can't find any complaints there. Maybe some mods will be better than Krishboom's, but you won't find a fault in what he does. So had a fun time. That actually, yeah, the time lapse coming out later is with the Cascadia, with Krishboom sounds. Cummins X15, I think, is the engine I used. Mods list link in the video description. Oh my goodness, the number of times I've gotten that question. Anyway, back to the Zeemod stuff. How do you call him? Do you call him Z? Do you call him Zeemod? Do you call him Zeemods? Because in Facebook, as Alex said, it's called Zeemods. If you look at his latest mods, oh crap. If you look at his latest mods, the thumbnail says Zeemods with an S. But the older mods from him didn't have an S, if I remember correctly. And if you look at the Steam workshop, if you look at the author name, his like Steam profile, it's Z, as in ZEE. So it's like Z's mods in a way. So many variants. Maybe I should just call him Z. That may be easier as well. I'm just trying to read your name. Can I call you Shahid. Safe travels. Thank you. How are you, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Let me know how you prefer to be called if I mispronounce that. Sorry. You're in trouble when your co-pilot fell down. That could be pretty scary. EVR, yeah, he has been lying low recently. He became quite active when 139 came out last year, so he released a couple of mods, but after that he got silent again, so maybe he got busy again. Yeah, and I've heard some people complaining that they weren't getting anything from him. Why did that get blocked? I think that was a false alarm. Sorry, Shahid. Yeah, I think Nightbot recognized the link there somewhere. Someone banned Nightbot. Okay, good. Okay, pronunciation, thanks. No worries, man. I was able to read it. Thanks. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's getting dark. Yeah, thankfully Twitch has this fancy way that even if messages get blocked, I can still read them to a point. In Discord, that's a bit more difficult. Like, Jay had to moderate some of the messages, had to delete some messages which he felt was going like against the vibe of the server. But the problem is I couldn't read them anymore. I wish Discord had that feature like for moderators, where you can review what got deleted. So at least I can go in with the juicy bits, the details. Like when there's a bit of drama building up and things have to be moderated. I still want to know the drama. That's the oh, what do you call it? Eavesdropper? Not eavesdropper. Busybody? I don't know what they call it in English. Yeah. That's my curiosity, let's put it that way. Hey Richard. Thanks for making it to the stream. How have you been? Have a great weekend, Blazing. Thanks for making it. Thanks for hanging out, and catch you next time, man. Stay safe. Oh, and hang out with us on Discord if you're in the mood. Exclamation point Discord gets you there. Do we need fuel? We've been going for a while. Oh, this is a very efficient truck. Still more than half. Thanks, Alex. So yeah, I'm not sure what to call him now. I've grown used to calling him Zeemod, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But it just tickles my OCD tendencies, not knowing what his name really is, or what he prefers to be called as. Take that, blah. Oh, you got one on him. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, this might not be the best time to do some exploration here. 7:30 in the evening. Well, I guess we can go and sleep a bit. Yeah, we can sleep on the side of the road. What's the ETA here? 23 hours? Oh yeah, that's no problem. We can stop by here and I can do my magic trick. Let's see if Stream Deck will allow me to do my magic trick. Oh, and maybe I can play that lullaby song. My goodness, it's been a while. If I can find the song that is, I think I deleted it already. Jack's favorite. Ban. Get your own Clumsy merch. There's a way station in front. That might be a perfect place to sleep. The lullaby. Where, oh where? There. This looks like a scene from a horror movie. Scale. That's the one we're looking for. Let's see, maybe we will be required to weigh anyway. There we go, exactly. Maybe we can sleep there and hoard the spot. I don't think anyone will be passing through here today anyway. We'll see. Oh, didn't catch that gear. Go. Oh, there's actually a rest area here. How do we get there though? We have to reverse in. Oh, sure. And there's someone behind us. Dang it. Fine. Crash boom sounds on the range T. Is that the one that I used? The one that was updated unofficially? That was nice. I think it's only missing some turbo sounds. Can't remember which variant I used because his Renault T sounds are I think 2 sets. One for the something 11 and one for the 13. Yeah, but I think they were updated very well considering. Let's try and reverse here. It's not going to work, is it? Well, what we could do is reverse onto this other lane and then just go straight onto that one, onto the rest area. That guy can't wait anymore. That looks good, I think. Oh, need to hit that side. There you go. Keep it lined up with the white line. It's a good guide. Demanding live. Damien Richard. Oh crap, we're so near this side. You're inches away from hitting the wall. There you go. I think we can sleep here. Oh, there's a post. I almost hit it. Can we sleep here? If you don't allow me, I'll sleep myself. Don't test me. Okay, we'll have to sleep ourselves, I think. Oh man, it allowed us. Okay, fine. Fine. Sleeping with the window open. Oh, that's an interesting skybox. Haven't encountered that before. Nice, let's keep it. Good. Sounds booming. work? Yes, it does. Good. Kelowna 77. That's where we're headed, right? I think. Yeah. Getting quite confusing. I can't rely on the speed limit signs. I have to wait till we pass it and then I look at the GPS speed limit. So it gets converted into miles. 60 kilometers is around 37 miles. Okay, I have to remember. What is that sound? Is that my engine? Like flapping? Interesting. What city is this? Summerland, Kelowna. Are we here already? Oh crap, we have to be on this lane. Oh my goodness, he did? How is he now? No wonder, I was a bit confused with that because I got a comment in one of my videos. He mentioned something about he hopes Wombat is doing better. And I was like, what? And I just brushed it off. I thought it was like just like language barrier or something. I didn't know he had COVID. My goodness, hope he's doing better. Wombat feel better soon, man. Hey, Incarnate. We already did a while ago cross the border from US to Canada. And we're staying here in Canada for now. How have you been, Incarnate? Very interesting skybox. I kind of like it for its unique look. Something a bit more flashy. It can be quite real having this kind of sky, so I'm still okay with it. Doesn't look fake to me. Having it from time to time, but not too often. This one, Kenworth. There we go. Let's just make a U-turn in here if we can. Doing good, man, doing good. Ontario, oh yeah. I think it will be Promods who will handle that, but Ontario is pretty far away, isn't it? From British Columbia. So I guess it will take a while. I always have to be very mindful of British Columbia because British Columbia is Columbia with a U, right? But Colombia, the country, is with an O. So I always have to like load it in my brain. Which one is O, which one is U? So there's always a bit of a delay when I say it. Maybe I should just call it BC. That would be easier. Alright. Other side of the country, yeah, it will take a while. If they ever are planning to reach up to that point. Might take years. BC, okay, good. Alright, let's call it BC then. The problem is when I say BC, kind of the first thing I think of is not the place, but more like the year, the era, like the before Christ. But I'll get used to it. And if it pertains to a place, then it shouldn't be confusing anyway. Good, BC it is. How's Singapore life? Good, good. Getting hot again. We were celebrating the other week or a couple of weeks past. We reached a record low temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Like, oh, we need to bring out our jackets. But recently, that's been coming up. Now I think we're at 29 again. So back to normal. 29 with full humidity. I guess humidity right now is like 93%. It's always something like that. But yeah, we've had our fun. Now the jackets will have to stay inside the closet for the rest of the year again. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the snow. People in the Discord have been sharing their snow pics, and I was like, I'm still waiting here. Any moment now. We're lucky. 12 degrees. Yeah, Hong Kong can get a bit colder, much colder. I remember having to wear thicker jackets there, which is quite interesting because geographically, well, it is a bit more far. It is farther away from the equator, isn't it? I guess that makes sense. Although from a vertical perspective, is it high in elevation? I don't think it should be. Did I just miss my turn? Or it's really looping me around? Interesting. Yeah. Further north but still tropical. Yeah, I see. Ooh! Barely made that curve, goodness. Subtropical. That fits. Oh, I see why we had to go through here, because there's a viewpoint and there's also something else. Okay, so we can probably go through the viewpoint here. Oh, that's one idea. The one I shared in one of the videos, I can't remember which one. I think it was episode 3 of season 2 of our ETS2 series. Oh, that's such a hassle to go to that viewpoint. It's in the middle of the parking lot. Why? Oh, never mind. I'll skip it. Might snag a couple of cars in between. But yeah, something that I would really like is a bit more detail in the planning process, the route planning. Being able to plan the routes, plan exactly which intersections you take to avoid the stoplights, you can maximize on the turning right on red, something like that. Or even if we cannot see it for ourselves, then maybe SCS can provide that, but I think that will be harder to do. Like creating a GPS system, we already have different variants, right? Like the best, the shortest, the small roads. If they can make something that allows you to take the only right turns. Was it UPS who does that? I forget which company. So they route their plans so they only turn right and not left as much as possible. That I can imagine saves a lot of time and money. I wish we could do that here too, because that not only benefits you. Am I in the wrong range? Yes, I am. That not only benefits you because you have to wait less, it also is quite fulfilling, quite satisfying in a way if you've planned a route properly. Like, this is the route I planned, and yes, this gives me this very optimal route with minimal stopping in between, even if there are intersections. Quite nice. Or maybe that's just the nerd in me talking, but I would love to have that kind of feature. Maybe that's also because of my exposure in flight sim, where I like to be involved with the flight planning. Remember, we go like little nav map, we look at the destination and the origin airports, pick our departure, arrival, or approach, pick the routes that we're taking. So something a bit more mindful instead of just letting GPS do all the work. That would be great. But we can only do that here in Truck Sim. We can already plan our route, but we can only do that more accurately if we had more info in the map screen. Like for example, if I go to the map, like when I zoom in, ideally I would like a level like zoomed in where you get a view of each intersection, and if that road has right of way, if you have to stop there, because I think if you like have the map editor that has that kind of visual already, right? If I'm not mistaken, that kind of detail is there. So if they could put that here on a certain zoom level or a certain toggle switch here, that will be great to see, and then you can avoid all those stop signs. Focus on the ones where you turn right or something to that effect. That would be very cool. Which my gear? Gaming PC specs should be in there. So are you on mobile? Because I should have Amazon Gear. Not sure what you call it. In one of the panels, if you try and browse through your app or your browser, if you're in browser, if you look below, there should be the Amazon Gear thingy. Oh, there you go. There you go. Thanks. So that should be mostly up to date. I think the only thing I haven't put in yet is my M.2 drive, my NVMe drive. But most of the other things should be accurate. Flew from Philippines to HK in 2 hours. Felt rather the same. I think, when was it? In December, if I remember correctly. Hong Kong gets pretty cold. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ah, yeah, that's from my about page, isn't it? Scotsman. Yeah. A more up-to-date specs list would be the check any video that was released in YouTube, the latest video, and look at the video description. That would contain all those in a more updated manner. That also includes the NVMe drive, and they have Amazon associate links with them as well. So if you decide to buy anything from Amazon, regardless if it's that exact piece or you just buy anything from Amazon, because of that link, I earn something a little extra. Like a commission kind of thing. It helps a bit. I was actually surprised that that kind of thing works. I think I was able to buy a book or two with the Amazon Associates commissions. Kindle books. They're very smart as well because they give it to you in like Amazon credits. So you have to buy stuff from them to use your credits. To use what you earned. So it kind of goes back to them anyway. Smart. I think there is a bank transfer, but Singapore banks aren't supported. Oh, that's nice. Sun is coming up now bit by bit. Time is at 7:30. The floppy disk, oh yeah, and my DVD RW, that's true. Should be proud of those. Don't have central heating. Ah, well, yeah, we don't have central heating, but we don't really need it. I mean, it's very hot. You would have to keep your windows open, some fans on, or air conditioning on the entire night. Otherwise it will be too hot. So any kind of heating, the only heating I guess would be for water and for food, for taking a bath. But heating the room, I don't think they even sell those here. I was actually surprised when I first went to... The first time I encountered snow is I think the first time I also encountered like a heater in a car. And I was very perplexed, very surprised at that concept. Like, oh, that blower, it's blowing hot air. Could it do such a thing? It's like, why? And then later on, I discovered why, and I was thankful for it. But I didn't. It didn't occur to me that that blower, that air conditioning, could actually blow out hot air. Hard to find G27, yeah, that's true. If this one breaks, I definitely will not be replacing it with a similar one. Because even if I manage to find one, it would be super pricey, I can imagine. It's much more practical to just buy a more recent wheel. Oh, it's almost time. Are we almost there? Wow, yes we are. Okay, good. So I think we can finish the job. Yeah, G29, but even G29s I think are hard to find nowadays, right? It's the era of the True Force. True Force. Oh my goodness. Nice ads there. Looks so real. You got yours 3 years ago. When did I buy mine? 2016, I think it was, when ATS released. A couple of months after. So mine is 5 years? Yeah, would fit. When I bought a G27, it was exactly at that time when G29 got released, around that point. And that was when G27 was getting phased out already. So the prices for the G27 was already shooting up. But I was lucky because there was a store here in Singapore which had a G27 and had like a retail price G27. So the prices weren't skyrocketing yet. So I was like, I got their last piece. And like the manager of that store, I remember, was asking me, why are you getting a G27 and not a G29? Because a G29 would technically be more compatible with other devices, right? With a PS4, I think. A G27 wouldn't be able to connect there. But yeah, G27 comes with a shifter. Has a more realistic look. Although in terms of buttons, the G29 definitely is a lot more functional. Telemetry thing is broken. Oh really? Crap. In all aspects? Wonder why. It says it's connected. Thanks. I guess it's too late now. Stuck in 6th gear, huh? Interesting. Welcome back. Made it just in time. Oh my goodness, this might be... This is a new pickup, a new drop-off point that I encountered. Quite interesting. We'll have to reverse onto that one. We'll have to get some space from here, I guess. Yikes, that's tricky. Yeah, this is one of those challenging spots, looks like. How the heck do you do that? I think you have to come from this other side. Okay. Yikes. Well, we can try. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not quite what I had in mind, but maybe we can make that to start with. Are those cones immovable, like the bucket of doom? We'll see for ourselves. No, you can actually move them. Oh, good. Oh yeah, we can do this. I can see the light. Yeah, just move along a bit for me. There you go. Just nudge that a bit. Should be able to reverse this one properly, just looking at the mirrors. That looks good. Nice and easy, nice and easy. That side looks okay. Yeah. A little bit too much. There you go. That works for me. Hey, hey! There you go. Good. Which cone did we move? I think that one in the middle of the road. Ah, that's okay. Nice. Not too hard, thankfully. Yeah. Perfect timing, Rohan. 1 minute to go. Nice one. Awesome stuff, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for helping me test out my Stream Deck. And let me know if you get more ideas, okay? Would love to maximize this thing. This thing is powerful. Super cool stuff. Alright, so looking forward to sharing more stuff with you in the future. 41.24, not too shabby. Awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the company. Catch you in Discord. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, okay? And yeah, speedy recovery to Wombat. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking. Mods list in the video description. Bye, guys. Wrong button.